Do you believe? I believe. It's true. It's all true. I have proof. Behold, sticker. Oh, but there's more proof. You think I would come at you with nothing to prove? No sources, no nothing. You think I would just come to you and not offer you evidence? I have evidence. I am bringing you the facts, and I'm backing them up. No more games. No more nonsense. No more silly crap. Okay? I'm dead serious. He's in my backyard. He's looking at me through the trees. He's watching me right this very moment. He's real. He's always been real. He's been there from day one. You didn't know he was there because he's an interdimensional, some people say. Others say he's a time traveler. Oh, he's much more than that. He is elusive, to say the least. No real man has ever seen him. Some men have claimed to. Those men are liars. No one has seen him ever. His name? He doesn't have one. He exists beyond your need for names. But he's been sighted. He's been sighted near my place of work. He's been sighted near my home. And it is pretty obvious at this point that Bigfoot is coming for me. He's been sighted near the lake I grew up on as a child. As a young boy, my father and I used to frequent Lake Milton. He's been sighted near Lake Milton. It is quite obvious. Bigfoot is looking for me. And Bigfoot will not stop until he finds me. There have been 6 Bigfoot sightings in the Northeast Ohio area. Is it a coincidence, I ask you? Is it at all a coincidence that Bigfoot has been sighted near my workplace and now he's been seen at the lake that I grew up on? I don't think so. I don't think this is a coincidence, you might say. Some people say, oh, it's probably a black bear. It's probably Bigfoot. It is Bigfoot. Because Bigfoot and I long ago made a deal. When I was a young boy, I said, Bigfoot, if you never find me, I will never find you, and we shall live in peace together. And Bigfoot has decided, no, you shall not threaten me anymore. I will end you. And I have one thing to say, Mr. Foot. You shall not end me, for I will end you. I will let no beast of the wilderness chase me from my home. This is my land. Appalachia is my home. You shall not force me out of it. I will meet you, Bigfoot. I will meet you wherever you dare show your face, and I will be there. You think you're the only one that can lurk in the woods? Not even close, my friend. Not even close. I'm announcing the retirement of myself from my job. I will no longer be going to work. My life is now dedicated to finding him. I will never work again until he is captured. I will not live under these circumstances. Now, some people say, you can't catch him. He's interdimensional. I say, bullshit. Dimensional. What a ridiculous statement. Some say, you can't catch a time traveler. What are you doing? Why are you quitting your job in search of Bigfoot? And I say, he won't stop until I'm destroyed. Or he's destroyed in the process. I can't live with that risk. How am I supposed to have a family? How am I supposed to have children and livestock on the homestead that I will one day buy in Appalachia? He searches for me there. I must do this. There will be no more videos. There will be no more money. There will be no more anything until Bigfoot is found and dealt with. Found and dealt with he will be. I will be taking my rifle, as long as it takes, on an expedition, dare I say. I will chase him to the ends of the earth. I will not stop until Bigfoot is brought to justice. Okay, the bit's gone far enough. I I'm super excited. Okay, and I just wanted to have some fun with it. There have been Bigfoot sightings all over the area between the area that I work and nearing the area I live. There have been Bigfoot sightings like crazy. I think there have been 6 in the past couple of days. I think it's been about 1 or 2 a day for the past couple of days, and it's super cool because Bigfoot is one of my favorite cryptids, and I don't know if I believe that Bigfoot is real, but I hope that Bigfoot is real. Um, I want Bigfoot to be real. I enjoy the mythos of Bigfoot. And there's a lot of Native American tales of creatures that we would describe now as Bigfoot that I just really love the detail that they go into the stories of Bigfoot. And I just really love Bigfoot. Okay. My brother's wife and I have been sending each other clips and videos back and forth of these Bigfoot sightings. We're both huge Bigfoot nerds. We both love Bigfoot. Actually, she got me my Bigfoot keychain, and I love Bigfoot. She got me my Bigfoot keychain here for Christmas, and I found out that Bigfoot doubles as a bottle opener. So I will catch the real Bigfoot, and I will use him to open my goddamn bottles. Don't tell me things are ridiculous. I'm going to do it regardless. But yeah, I love Bigfoot. I have a Bigfoot sticker on my dirt bike. My mom just gave me this Bigfoot sticker. She went camping and she found this Bigfoot sticker. And I love Bigfoot. Bigfoot is my favorite. Because, like, how based is the creature that just wants to be left alone and people keep trying to find him? And, like, the effort that some people are willing to go to actually fake a Bigfoot sighting. I've seen some where it's quite obviously a guy in like a Carhartt and some bibs and like a ski mask or something walking through the woods. Like it is obviously fake. And I've seen some that are like, man, maybe there's something there. My personal belief when it comes to Bigfoot is that Bigfoot is a protector of the wilderness. Bigfoot isn't there to harm you unless you're doing something untoward to the wilderness, if you are directly causing harm to the wilderness. And I don't believe that pertains to things like campfires, and I don't think that Bigfoot would bother people just camping. From my understanding, Bigfoot is a kind of a big brother figure to the woods. If you're doing you, he'll keep an eye on you. He'll keep predators away if you're in his area. And that's not to say there's only one Bigfoot. It could be probable there are many big feet, Bigfootses, big feets, Bigfoots, big fi. I don't know. I don't know what the plural of Bigfoot would be. Probably just Bigfoot. We use big feets. Big feets sounds right, even though I'm pretty sure it's not right. But big feet sounds right. But in a lot of the native folklore, Bigfoot is a guardian of the woods. Bigfoot is there to protect the woods. Bigfoot is there to ward off those that would poach unnecessarily. If we go back in time, all hunting was basically what we call poaching now. And I believe that poaching, the definition of poaching back then was, like hunting to excess, like killing animals unnecessarily would be poaching. Versus now it's like, yeah, I killed that squirrel, but I'm going to eat that squirrel. So no, I didn't poach it would have been the definition then, versus now it's, oh, you shot it without permission from the government, so you poached it, which is just absurd to me. I should be able to hunt what I want to hunt when I want to hunt. I know some states like Alaska exist like that. There are certain animals you can just hunt whenever. I think like squirrels in like Tennessee, I think are a. I know for a fact actually armadillos in Tennessee are a pest, and you can just hunt those whenever. I don't know if the meat on an armadillo is any good, but I digress. Um, so I don't know how Bigfoot would feel about you killing an armadillo. So if you're in Tennessee, you might want to think twice because Bigfoot's heading that way. You might want to think twice about shooting them their dillers. I actually after work I wanted to go like interview people because I work very close to a couple of the places where Bigfoot has been seen. But I was like, man, who's gonna talk to my retarded ass about Bigfoot? What am I just gonna go knock on people's doors and be like, oh, you're the guy that saw Bigfoot? I'm looking for that guy. No, that's absurd. I do think it's hilarious how the Bigfoot nerds online are just like, oh my god, it's for real this time. It's absolutely 100% real. And it's like, listen, my guy, it's Northeast Ohio. Nothing happens here. It's probably a black bear on the loose. But I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I do enjoy seeing people get excited about this. It's nice because like everything's been a shit show politically, and like society has just been falling apart for the past couple years. It's nice to see people just be like, bro, I just want Bigfoot to be real. But here's the reason that I don't necessarily want Bigfoot to be real. Because if Bigfoot is real, undoubtedly, sooner or later, some rich asshole is going to figure out how to hunt Bigfoot and they're going to kill him. The mystery will be over. Is there one Bigfoot? Is there many Bigfoots? Are Bigfoots intelligent? Are they just giant monkeys? I don't know. I like to think that they're intelligent. I've heard a lot of Bigfoot stories where they're intelligent. I heard a story on wartime stories where a gentleman returned home from the military and decided that he wanted to live in the mountains for a little while. And he was renting a mobile home off on a couple acres of land. And back after a little while, it was just woods. So it was like, an acre yard, and then like the other 4 acres was woods. And there was a tree stump near the wood line that he found stacked rocks on. So he took the stacked rocks to his house and he left a beer can. Well, he comes back the next evening and the beer can is gone and there's something else in place of the stacked rocks. So he takes that and leaves food, and in return, he gets berries. And so it's pretty obvious that something is exchanging with him over the course of weeks. He continued his tradition of trading with what he believed to be Bigfoot, and those are more of the stories that I've heard. I have also heard some stories of people being what they believe hunted by Bigfoot. I don't know if it's you got into Bigfoot's territory and Bigfoot wants you out, or if you were near its babies. I don't know if Bigfoot has mates or babies. I don't know. I would like to believe that that's how it works, but I am not entirely sure. I just know that I love Bigfoot, and this was just a fun video for me to make to give you some news. The news is Bigfoot is in Northeast Ohio, so if you're looking for him, probably don't. Leave him alone. He's a libertarian. He doesn't want to talk to you. Also, how based is it to just have like a libertarian cryptid? He's just like, I just want to live in the woods. Leave me alone. And then they keep finding him, and he's like, fuck off, bro. Now I got to go back to California. Like, I came all the way over here from California. I started over there. I hiked my ass over here, and you fuckers won't leave me alone. I'm going home. It's just really fun to think of just a cryptid that just wants to be left alone. And like his biggest thing is just like, leave me the fuck alone. But I have heard a lot of stories of people being chased by Bigfoots. You don't hear about people being dismembered by Bigfoots because if that's the case, they're probably not around to tell it. But I've heard a handful of stories of people being chased away by Bigfoot. I heard a story of a hunter that was chased away by a Bigfoot, and the Bigfoot stopped at the tree line when he got to his truck. The truck was parked just outside of the tree line. Bigfoot stopped in the tree line and started screaming and howling and whatever until he got into his truck and left. And then the Bigfoot no longer pursued. I believe that was actually a pair of big feet. There was a story of a Bigfoot chasing a man who was a retired police officer, or no, I'm sorry, he was an active police officer. He had just gotten off work and decided to go for a hike. So he got changed and he, changed at the station and drove out to where he wanted to hike and went for a little hike and got chased by a Bigfoot. Um, that one was a little bit more dramatic, but that was also a Mr. Ballin story, so I don't know how much of it was embellished for Mr. Ballin's channel and how much of it was actually like, yeah, this is what he said happened. Um, I don't know. I like to believe Bigfoot is out there and he's being a homie and he's just like, yo, leave the woods nice or I'm going to rip you limb from limb, because that's how I feel when I see people, littering and garbaging in the woods. And to be completely honest, I don't mind if there's a spot for garbage in the woods, right? Because someone will eventually come and clean that. I mind when I see beer cans thrown on trails and, you're driving down the highway through a stretch of forest and there's garbage on both sides of the river. That pisses me off. I don't mind if there's a spot where everyone parties and they leave cans in a pile, a nice, neat pile. It's frustrating, but at least they're trying to make it look halfway decent, and somebody will inevitably come and pick them up. But yeah, I don't know. I love the wilderness, and I love the idea of Bigfoot being out there to protect the wilderness and to take care of the wilderness. I love that idea. It makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. So that's all I really have. I just wanted to talk about Bigfoot because I don't want to talk about Iran. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the beginning because it was super super silly, and I'm going to be honest. I just winged the whole thing, so it was kind of fun. But yeah, we'll be back next week, I guess. I love Bigfoot. Bigfoot is super fun. He is my favorite cryptid. There actually, it's a toss up between Bigfoot and I believe he's called the Squonk. The Squonk is a creature that'll just like cry himself to death because he's so damn ugly. I love the Squonk, and I don't want the Squonk to cry himself to death because while you are ugly, I find you adorable. Much like the Jeep Wrangler. You are ugly, but I find you adorable, Squonk. But this isn't your video, Squonk, so fuck off. Go cry in your fucking hole, you loser. This is about Bigfoot. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I still love the Squonk. But yeah, that's all I got. I just wanted to have some fun with this one, so that's it. See you in the next one.